Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of College Ball J Dog. Sorry I missed y'all yesterday. Got busy with work and the family. Wanted to go over some things today. I want to talk about the commits that we got yesterday. I had the video ready to roll, but I never got time to actually sit down and make it. So we're gonna go over. We got 3 commits yesterday. I pulled one up on accident. Got 3 commits yesterday. 2 4 stars, 1 3 star. That's 7 commits in 5 days. The hype train is rolling. We're also considered to be the leader for the number one running back in the country. Still working to flip 5 star Tristan Keys, number one wide receiver in the country. So stay tuned for all that. If you don't mind, we'll go ahead and ask early today. Maybe it'll help. Like, subscribe, share the videos. I know they're not that great yet, but I'm working on them. Work with me. I got a job, family, like I said. So let's go over these commits here. Number one, we got Jamian Theodore. He's a 6', 170 cornerback from Tennessee. He's kind of a lower rated guy right now. He's a low 3 star. He's could probably move up, honestly. I'd have to guess he would since Heupel decided to take him. Sorry, I'm working on learning all this stuff still. We did beat out Ole Miss, Wisconsin, Louisville for him, so it's not like he's a scrub. Ole Miss has been good. Louisville's coming up with promise, their coach. So we got him. Quick cornerback, 6 foot. That's about average height per corner. Usually a big corner is about 6'1", 6'2". 170, he can put some weight on. Obviously, you're in the high school program, you're not going to be as big as you get in a college program. He was the lowest rated guy we got yesterday. I don't know if I said we got 4 commits yesterday or 3. We got 3. Sorry. Been a long day, a couple days. So we got him. He's from Canada, but he lives in Tennessee now. We got him. He's from Chattanooga area. Second guy we got yesterday is 4-star D lineman Darion Albert. He's from Mississippi, 6'2", 290. Probably play D tackle, 3 technique. Got him over Mississippi State, UNC, and Arkansas. He's a lower rated 4-star guy, but still 4-star. If you know anything about Rodney Garner, our defensive line coach, I'll trust his evaluations any day. He's one of the best defensive line coaches of all time. He was here in the 90s under Fulmer. He's been at Georgia. He's been at Auburn. Now he's back here. And even our first year under Heupel, when we had terrible defense because of all the transfers, our defensive line was good. That's been the strongest part of our defense every year is defensive line. So I'll trust Rodney Garner's evaluations anytime. 6'2", 290 in high school. He gets to college, he'll probably add 20, 30 pounds. So look for him to probably get about 6'2", 310, 320 after probably just a year or two in our college workout program. He's all glory to God. See it, touch it, obtain it. He and the next guy we're going to talk about are both teammates from Mississippi. Pretty nice going down to Mississippi and taking recruits from Lane Kiffin. And the next guy, let's see, is TJ White, 4-star linebacker. He's 6'2", 230. That's a big linebacker in high school. He gets to college, probably put on anywhere from 10, 20 pounds. They probably don't want to put too much weight on him because he's a pretty good size linebacker these days, especially with the way the game is played, sideline to sideline, down the field. Linebackers can't just be run stoppers anymore. They got to be able to play pass coverage too. Top 5 linebacker, according to the way you look, but in the composite rankings of all the recruiting sites together. He's a top 100 player. I'm on the stage ranked 86th. Got him, chose him over Auburn, FSU, Mississippi State. So him and Darion, they're teammates. They both committed to Tennessee basically the same time the other day. That moved us up from 24th or 22nd to 12 in one site, and then I want to say 16 to 12 in another site, which I think we're fourth in the SEC right now, which kind of about where we've averaged, but I think the way this class is looking, we got the 2 5-stars, we just got 2 of them 4-stars, got a couple more 4-stars. We can land Savion Hyder, the running back. He's the number 1 running back in the country. We can land him and Tristan Keys. This class definitely has potential to be top 5, which is literally what's holding us back, I think. Obviously, Heupel's a hell of a coach. For him to do what he's done with the program in the short amount of time he's had, it's pretty damn impressive, to be honest. But we got to take our recruiting to the next level. And I think recruiting's about to even out a little bit, but it's not just going to be the highest bidder anymore. NIL, the way it happened, it's not being used the way it's supposed to. You make a name, money off your name, image, likeness. It's turned into which school throws the most money at you, and very few players commit to a team based off of just relationships. With the new house settlement, where they're paying players now out of the TV revenue and revenue sharing, I think recruiting's about to fall back to relationships, and every year since Heupel's been here, all you heard is players talk about it, their relationships with Tennessee, love the coaches, love this, and then somebody like LSU or somebody come in last minute, offer them a bag they couldn't turn down. We'd end up losing them. I really think that's about to start changing, and I really think it's going to work in Tennessee's favor. You got last year Deshaun Brain. Up until the day he committed, we was favored for him. And then Oregon swept in with a big bag, and he chose Oregon over us. But even with the big bag Oregon offered, he decided 2 weeks later he'd rather be happy and come to Tennessee than to go to Oregon and choose the bag. That's a freshman to look out for this year, too, by the way. I don't know how much he'll play, but if he gets on field, he's tight end, but he's really fast enough to probably play receiver. But then next year, too, he could be a big mismatch in this system. The way Heupel likes to use his tight ends, I could see him being a major contributor in this offense. Next thing I want to go over is Diego Pavia. I find this hilarious. Vanderbilt is going to run Tennessee. Vandy quarterback Diego Pavia sends bold message to vols. Basically, he went on Busting with the Boys. If you know what Busting with the Boys is, it's Taylor Lewan and Will Compton, 2 former Titan players. They have a podcast they do on the bus. Pavia went on there, and he said that after this year, Vandy's going to run Tennessee. They're going to pass the vols. They got all this. They got all that. Vandy had a good year last year. Still went 5-7, maybe 6-6. Yeah, they beat Alabama. They beat Auburn. But even with all that, you still went 5-7, 6-6. Pavia's a good quarterback. I like his confidence. I really do. I mean, you play for Vandy. You did get a couple upsets last year. I like his confidence. But the offseason is not the time to get bulletin board material, especially after we played them last year. They was up 17-0, I think, or 14-0. We ended up coming back and beating them 30. We was up 33-14 at one point, I think, and then they scored a field goal, I think, at the end. We won 33-17. But if we wanted to talk, he should have talked about Alabama or Auburn, one of the teams they did actually beat. Because, yeah, they beat both of them teams the last year. They also still lost to Georgia State. And if you're a Vol fan, a true Vol fan, you remember We had our run in with Georgia State too under Pruitt. They come in and Neyland and whooped our ass. I mean, no other way to put it. So it's nice to see them do it to somebody else, especially. I used to pull for Vandy back in the day when they was going 2-10 every year. If they pulled an upset, I'd pull for them. But ever since they had James Franklin and Derek Mason, they always ran that mouth. And James Franklin, Vandy will never be as good as they was under James Franklin. The fact that he went 9-3 2 years in a row at Vandy, that tells you how good of a coach James Franklin really is. And they also took advantage of Tennessee being down, Florida being down, the SEC East at the time. They don't have the East no more. But they was both down. It was down at the time. You had Florida down. You had us down. Georgia still had Mark Richt, so they was going to win 9-10 games a year, but never truly see the potential that they had. But I like Pavia's confidence and stuff, but I just found that really laughable. I mean, if you know what BTA means or B2A means, I got a feeling that's what the Vols are going to do to them this year, and that's about to ass, like we do basically every year. They've had a couple years they got us when he was down, but it's kind of like Kentucky. I remember a clip when I was younger. We was playing Kentucky, and they was interviewing this Vol fan, and he said, "We're going to do them like we do every year. It's like a cat with a toy. We're going to dangle in front of them, and as soon as they go to swap it and think they got us, we're going to jerk it away from them and beat them like we always do." And that's kind of held true even over all these years. Kentucky got us a couple times over the years. But even the two best years Kentucky had, one year 10-2, and we beat them under Pruitt. We went 5-7 that year. And another one, Stoops' best years, I want to say they won 9 games that year, and we still beat them. So put that on your bulletin board and be ready for the Vols to play Vandy this year. And they come to Knoxville this year, so I'm sure the crowd will be giving him hell, which we do anyway, but he'll get a little extra for that comment. And another thing I want to talk about, I put a poll up for y'all too. I wanted y'all to go on there and do that poll for me. It looks like we're going to be switching to Adidas from Nike. I'm honestly a fan of Nike's gear more. But from the way I understand it, Nike pays us kind of crappy compared to what they pay a lot of other teams. And Adidas swooped in with a deal that would make us basically one of, if not the highest paid team they got, and want to make us their flagship program over Texas A&M, a couple other teams they've got on their brand. They said they was going to give us some input on their uniforms. That's my biggest gripe about Adidas before, is it never seemed like they could quite get the orange color right on the uniforms. But if they're willing to let us have our input, give us more money, way more money than Nike's offering. Nike does have a chance to match the offer, but I don't think they will. So I'm completely fine with going back to Adidas if it means they're going to pay us a lot more money for one. But the way this era works now, money's everything, which is why Danny White added the 10% talent fee to the tickets. That's the money we're paying them out of the revenue sharing now. Another thing the SEC's not happy about, I should cover with y'all that I ain't talked about yet, is we signed a bill and put it into place that basically, I don't know all the details about it, but basically players can't sue us over NIL deals. And I honestly think that's the right thing to do because, I mean, if they ain't held accountable to their deals, why should we have to be held accountable to ours? And obviously, we're going to honor our deals with them. But the thing is, as soon as they pull a Nico on us, we give them all this money, we have to pay them. But as soon as we could pay them, and then do like Nico's brother and leave the next day. Nico's brother, Went to Arkansas in December. Leaves in April. And from what I've heard and read, he waited until Arkansas paid him $200,000 and then transferred the next day to go to UCLA with Nico. And Arkansas can't do nothing to get that money back. The schools have to get some of the power back from the players. I'm all about the players making money. But if you sign with the school, you sign an NIL deal, you should be held to that NIL deal. If you want to sign a yearly NIL deal, that's fine. But if you sign a 3-year NIL deal like Nico did, then you should be held to that. You should be able to decide, oh, you want more money because daddy says you're worth it. And then when you don't get it, you throw a fit and don't show up to practice and screw all your teammates over and transfer. If he's going to transfer, he should have done that at the end of the year. I'm getting off topic. That's a sensitive subject for me, which I think we got a dog in Aguilar. I really do. If you haven't seen any of his film, if you have time, there's a film breakdown from the film room guy or film study guy. I can't remember exactly what his YouTube channel is, but he done a really good breakdown of them. There's a couple more. You just look up Joey Aguilar film. I'm sure it'll pop up. And another thing that I've seen, I don't have all the details on yet. Today, in freaking court, the NCAA did a one-time transfer from freaking July 7th to August 5th. I mean, why are they trying to kill the sport we love? They've already been able to transfer in December. Then they get transferred in April, and now they're trying to let them transfer right before the season starts. I mean, what the hell is the deal with this? It's like the NCAA knows they have no power anymore. Every time somebody takes them to court, they beat them. So it's like they're trying their best to kill the sport. There's no reason anybody should be transferring in July in the summer, right before fall camp starts, because somebody can come in swooping off from a bag. That's just ridiculous. I cannot wait till the Big Ten, the SEC, and maybe the other two conferences, but I know the Big Ten and the SEC had talked about breaking away from the NCAA, and I hope to God they do, because the only way it's going to fix this, the new agreement for the TV money revenue sharing, that's a good step in the right direction. The only thing that's going to save the sport is a collective bargaining. I mean, it's going to have to be just like NFL, the NBA, all that. They're going to have to collective bargain where they can hold the players accountable. They're going to be employees in the school. That's the only way to save it. Obviously, I still love it. I'm sitting here talking about it. But I'm really about 5 to maybe 8 years away from letting this shit go so long that it's going to ruin the sport. And then when they start losing viewers, they're going to say, oh, well, what happened? You killed it by making terrible decision after terrible decision after terrible decision. There should be one transfer portal window every year, and that should be at the end of the season. If you don't leave at the end of the season, feel free. If you don't, then you're stuck till the end of the next season. Shouldn't be able to leave at the end of the season, then at the end of spring practice, and now they're trying to let you leave in the middle of the freaking summer. Where does it end? Just like the playoffs, they're trying to expand to 16. 12's good. Really, 4 was good. Obviously, I like the 12 team because it does make more games matter at the end of the year. It's fun. But they're going to keep expanding it, too, to where the regular season don't even matter. Sorry, I just went off on a little rant there. It wasn't even a topic on the video. Let me know what y'all think. Go do my poll. Would you rather stay with Nike or Adidas? I got the poll on the channel. You just got to click my channel, and it'll pop up on there somewhere. And please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Trying my best. I'm working hard on it. I'm going to keep on keeping on until y'all, as Joe Dirt said, I'm going to keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. You got to dig it. I know it's a slow process, but I'm going to keep on grinding. We're going to get this channel built up one way or the other. I know it ain't going to happen overnight, but I'm just going to keep making content. Y'all start giving me feedback. Tell me what I can do different to make it more enjoyable for you. And I'm going to sign off on that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for tuning in to College Ball with J-Dog.